Okay, I was actually tempted to do the other Triceratops, the wooden one that I have, because I quite enjoyed the last that Triceratops, which I've actually found in misplaced. It was just here a second ago. Anyway, I've been to the Lego shop in Auckland, and they didn't have anything on the collectible not the collectible minifigures. They didn't have anything on the pick-a-brick wall that was worth paying attention to. But I got a few more polybags. One of them is this one. So they're not very exciting because, well, they're sort of like I've got all the cool ones. So this one's pretty cool though. Like, I think this is quite neat. It's like a little. It's very Eastery, I think. I think it's like a little chicken coming out of its egg. Yeah, I have another one which is not actually sitting next to me for some reason. I thought it would be. So I can see where the Triceratops is. But that's also Easter-rated as a bunny. So I've given it away. So we're going to do this one tonight. Mainly because I don't know where the other one is. And I just wanted a quick video. So that I can do another non-Lego video. I don't like doing two non-Lego videos in a row. And I don't want to do the bigger sets that I have at the moment just yet. So we're going to do this one. This has got more pieces than I thought it would. I always feel like with the polybags, I kind of want to get at least one minifigure. So this was like I sat there thinking, should I get the Ninjago ones that I haven't got that have like Ninjago characters, or should I get this? And to be honest, this looked cuter and more interesting, so I went with this. But I did have to think. They'd also have some Duplo polybags. I can't see myself getting a Duplo polybag. Like, that just doesn't seem to be that exciting. But you never know. Maybe just for fun. I almost said something inappropriate for a channel, even though it's not. I'm not making this a kids channel anymore. I mean, it is a kids channel. Like, it's a channel that kids can watch, but it's not like I'm just not going to pretend that I'm aiming it at under 13-year-olds. So. But I'm still not going to say words that I shouldn't say, and I almost said a word then that I would normally say, but I didn't. That's a true story, and I just said true story actually when I posted the video that I just uploaded, and I finally actually published it, and I said true story. And I thought about that. So they made a comment about how it was easier to upload. So if you've gone back and you read the comment, the video that I'm talking about, I said easy to upload true story, and I thought that was kind of like, wow. I always say that. And so if someone watches this and they're not entirely sure that it's me and they think it might be me and they know me in real life, I've probably just given it away. Other than saying the word jolly good far too much. So those little tiny things. Look at this. This is going quite excitingly so far because this moves around and there's a little bit of gap at the back. I don't know if it's supposed to. It looks like it is. So, going well. I wonder why that little feature is in there. I don't think it actually matters. I don't think you actually get to move it around. Which is a shame. But we just have to go with the cards that were dealt. And we're going here and putting this one there. So, that's fine. It was a bit chilly today in Auckland, but not too bad. It was exactly the right kind of cold. I actually far prefer the cold these days. Have gone through periods of my life where I'm like, oh, I hate the cold, I hate it so much, I can't wait for summer, but I'm no longer that person. That person has gone on a long holiday, probably somewhere warm, and not here. Now I'm like, I like the winter much better. Probably because it is a lot milder, I think, the winters in Auckland than they used to be. Could just be entirely my imagination, but they don't really seem to be that bad. Maybe it's because I moved to a place that was slightly warmer than the previous one. That's probably the thing. So if this one goes there, so that's one side. That's quite cute. And the next side. So once we've got these in, then we won't be able to turn this around. I cannot talk this evening. My voice is not the greatest. So, what was I saying? That was pretty much it. That's it. It's all over. Bit disappointed that recent video got no likes and 1 dislike, and you're like, oh, come on, why do that? What's the point? Who's watching this? and going, I really dislike this video, instead of just saying, well, this video isn't my thing, this is not the kind of stuff that I'd want to watch. That's fine. That's what YouTube's for. It's full of things you can go watch elsewhere. But the point, I feel like they should change the dislike, or emphasize, like, I just don't understand disliking videos, to be honest. Unless it's something really offensive. Then you're like, I don't like this video being on YouTube. But if it's something that just doesn't interest me, or doesn't concern me, or wasn't up to what I was hoping it would be, I can't imagine disliking it. I would just say, fine, whatever. There's other things to watch, and I'm going to go off and watch those. This just isn't my thing. So I always get a little bit confused. I don't get too disheartened by this, because I don't really care that much. But it just seems like, why? What is the point? Why go to the effort of actually pressing dislike? What is going, especially when you know that nobody else is, there's no other likes to counterbalance it. You know, maybe if someone's got, like, 20,000 likes, and you're like, I'm going to give them a dislike. Yeah, how about that? How about that for the day? I still don't understand why you would do that, but it's slightly more understandable. But hey, that's what it is. That is life. So please, don't leave dislikes. Leave an angry comment saying, I hate this. It's ridiculous. You've made my day so bad. I would just be like, what? So maybe not. You now know my secret. I'm just going to go, what? But fine. I mean, like, if somebody actually feels like what I have said is completely offensive, and that they should not like what I did make some comments. I'm sure that I'm like, I don't think they were offensive. I just thought maybe that's just not very exciting to say. Maybe those kind of comments you can dislike it, but just leave a comment and say why. Just say, it mortally offends me that someone might say this. Right, and it was on the Lego, the little Beauty and the Beast box. What did I say on that? I don't know. I probably wasn't really into it. It's probably like, half asleep, Beauty and the Beast. The whole time I just had the soundtrack going through my head when I was making that video, so it'd be very hard to concentrate. So I apologise. The soundtrack of the original one, not of the new one, obviously. That was probably it, right? Because I probably discussed in the video how I wasn't really a fan. Why are these bits going on now? Right, doing this. Why wouldn't I put them on then? Like, why would they not go on then? Because that would make it stronger. Like, I don't understand this. Why is 3 not including? Why is 4 not adding those bits? Oh, it is adding those bits on. No wonder I'm not paying any attention. All right. Well, that's definitely going to get a few dislikes. That one, isn't it? Okay. You can't read the instructions. Like, well, that's 2 steps in one. Like, that's a look at all the rest of these things. Add a green thing. Add the white things, add the black things and the white things. Come on. This is like, this isn't the adults one. This is not an adult chicken. This is a children's chicken. Creator for children's. Though I guess, actually, to be honest, this is probably going to be the kind of thing that adults get. Adult Lego people get to put on their desk at Easter time. But that's actually the whole thing. It's all over. And look, I've got even more eyes. There are still eyes. There are still eyes at the pick-a-brick bin things in Auckland. So there's just so many eyes that they're never going to run out. They probably were like, why did we get these eyes? Apparently they're getting more stuff soon. Or I'm sure thanks to COVID for taking so long to get things done. So there we go. That's quite cute. So they don't actually, you can't actually stick them in. They sort of fall out, which is sort of amusing. So what do I think of this? I do think they look cute. It works well, so it's fine. It's better than I thought it would be. I do kind of feel like, I wish it was like a little minifigure. If they just put in a little tiny little minifigure chicken or monkey, then that would have been perfect. Or owl. It's chicken and friends, yay! Alright, there we go. So I think I really have got suckered in by the fact they had little eyes on it. And I've got thousands of these. Like, they will just look too cute. And it's like, well, there you go. So that was that. But we are going to do one more thing. and hopefully this will counteract that dislike that I'm going to get invariably for rambling on about rubbish. Which is, I got another one because the only place at the moment that sells these in Auckland is the Lego shop, and apparently they're coming out to the normal shops next week or something, is what I've heard. Which seems to be like, oh, that's taken too long, and it's like, so that's the reason I haven't bought them all yet. Trying really on is because the Lego shop sells them for $1 more than the other shops do. So I'm like, I'm going to wait till at the $1 shop. So let's open this up, which is 20% more than, because these cost $5 typical price in New Zealand, and the Lego shop and other certain toy stores I'm not going to mention sell them for $6, and it's like, well, yeah, that $1 just seems to make the whole thing not worth it. But when you really, really want them, we're going to get them. So I've got one before. We've got Babs. She's over here, looking like she's gone and lost her not particularly convincing basketball. And I know which one this one is, and it's not the one I really wanted to get. Like, I think the first one I probably want to get, probably Sylvester and Daffy, and then Wiley. But that's not what I've got. But this is actually technically like probably one of my favourite, the Warner Brothers cartoons. I've got to stop calling them Warner Brothers, because no one will understand what they mean. Looney Tunes It's because they were made by Warner Brothers if you're really young. And so I've always called them like you would call like Disney characters Disney, and these are Warner Brothers because they're made by Warner Brothers. And if you watch the Animaniacs, then they're the Warner Brothers and Dot. So anyway, taking this out, I mean, they really need to do an Animaniacs series. That would be the best thing in the whole world ever. So it's going to be, that's right, it's Marvin the Martian. So, and I remember discussing Marvin. I had where'd the folded one go? It was sitting right here. Oh, I give up. Let's open this up anyhow again, even though I had an opened up one on the desk from the previous thingy. What's it? Right. I think I discussed Marvin and how I didn't know how well he was going to work as minifigure, but I'm exhausted today, so I'm going to pass out soon. Let's build him and let's just find out. So he's got to have this little thing he's got. I don't know quite why Marvin was probably my favoritist, but I always just sort of like enjoyed watching Marvin the Martian, even though he's very mean to Daffy. And Daffy was not really my favoritist in any real way. But it kind of feels like he's the most, like, I think he has the sort of, his personality is the most, like, even more than, for me, more than Bugs Bunny. Like, his epitomizes the whole thing. Like, the other characters don't quite have, like, Sylvester, he talks and he says things, but he's not quite like Daffy. Maybe it's the funny voice of Daffy. I hope, the one thing I'm actually thinking about Daffy, they kind of missed the thing here. It's like if somehow they could make it so his beak could be turned around, and they could spin it around like in the cartoons, that would be worth it. So there we go. So do they look like Marvin? They don't quite capture the sort of look, I don't think. But the helmet is awesome. Like, this helmet is great. This is how I knew I got him. The problem with the Lego shop also is that they have the boxes kind of behind the counter, and you feel really, really bad for feeling the bags. Like I do. I feel like very out of the place. I'm very self-conscious. And I did feel this bag, but I only felt one bag, and I only did that just to make sure I didn't get her again. And I was like, okay, it's not her. I'm in. We're done. We're doing this. And he's got to have his gun, his ray gun. So yeah. So once they get to the normal shops, and I can spend all day getting every single one of them in one big go, because I'm not going. And I tried again today for the latest. The previous minifigure series, to get those last two, that beetle person and pug person, and I couldn't. I didn't look that hard. I looked in now one little row, but I'm just like, I'm getting sick and tired of this. It's like I found every single other character like 15 times or something, It's like I could find, like, if I find another dolphin and senator thingy, I'm just gonna go nuts. But no, I can't find other ones. But anyway, Marvin's pretty cool. Actually, like, I don't know, I'm looking at the right way around. It's not quite the right proportions. Like, I do think the best, like, Sylvester is great. Wiley is going to look a bit odd next to. I think that might work. I feel like he should be slightly taller. I mean, he is slightly taller, but we'll find out. He looks great. Speedy Gonzalez, and these guys look good, but I'm not a Porky Pig fan. And Bugs looks great, and so that will be fun. I could make comments about Bugs Bunny, but I'm going to save that till I get the Bugs Bunny video. And I'm going to sit there going, oh man, I wish they had an Animaniacs series. That would be the best. Now they're best friends. Like, he should have really short. He does have short legs. How come he's the same size? Okay, how does that work? Because she's actually standing. He's standing on the little platform. That's a bit better. I was going to say. He does look okay. I feel like he should be even shorter. He should have even shorter legs. That's the problem. He should be even shorter than that. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Nothing much else to say. Don't dislike. Like, seriously, just don't. There'll be collectible minifigures with dolphins forever. I vow it or something. Bye.